Question 9, a nice rest, is a trapezium rule question. And you're being asked to go from 0.5 to 1.5 in how many strips? 4 strips. So hopefully you can spot that there to there is 2, and 2 divided by 4 is half. We're going to go up in halves. So the x value minus 0.5 go up in halves, all the way up to 1.5 there. And we're going to find out what the y values are as well. The y value, just putting this into the calculator. In fact, I'll get my calculator. There it is. So I'm going to go to the table menu here. And the equation we're going for, I'm going to have to be careful I type this in, but it's 2 to the x squared. 2 to the x squared. And what am I doing? Then I'm taking away x. And we're going from minus 0.5 all the way up to 1.5, and the step is 0.5 there, isn't it? So these are all the answers down here that we're going to get. I've just filled them in the table. So the formula is that we're going for half times the width times the first plus the last plus 2 times all the rest. And as I tap that in the calculator, I'm going to tap in this bit, then I'll times it by 2, then I'll add that, and then I'll add that. Then I'll push equals, and then I'll divide it by 4. Tapping all of that in gives me 2.58. I'm going to check my rounding, 2.58 to 2 decimal places. That's what I've done, and happy at that point there. Now for part B, you're asked to use the diagram further down to see whether it's an underestimate or an overestimate. So what you're looking to do here is sort of join up these points here. So these are going sort of every 0.5, and if you join these up with a straight line, you will see that the line is above the curve. So what we've done is we've done an overestimate. If the curve had gone the other way and we joined them lined up there, you'd see the lines were below the curves and it would have been an underestimate. So we've done an overestimate. Now let's go down to the next bit. So we've had a few of these recently where we've got an integral to do here, and we know what that bit there is. We know that the integral from minus 0.5 to 1.5 are 2 to the x squared. Oh, we don't know what that is, do we? That's x squared add 1. So, all right, we've got to do a little bit more thinking here. Well, look, this is 2 to the 2x, 2 to the x squared times by 2 plus 2 to the x. What should we do there? Let's take out a factor of 2 then, shall we? So I've got 2 lots of 2 to the x squared. Sorry, I'm pausing because it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Look, let's just go back at this. What have we done? We've done that. We need to somehow get that into this bit here. So I'm going to have to put a minus x in there. And that gives me minus 2x's. I don't want minus 2x's. I want 2x's. That's the integral I'm trying to do. I'm probably going to need to do that again, aren't I? Look, this is what we had in the first part of the question. That had to come about somehow. The fact, I wonder whether they made a mistake with that, but this is how I'm going to have to do it. If I multiply all that out, that would give me back to give that bit there. So what have I got? I've got 2 lots of the integral of this plus the integral of 4x dx. And the values we're going are for a minus 0.5 to 1.5, minus 0.5 to 1.5. This is what we did earlier. So that is the 2.58. We need 2 of those. And then this is just a basic integral. 4x, of course, just goes to 2x squared between 1.5 and minus 0.5. Whacking that in, that's going to give us 4 that bit there will work out. So I've got a grand total of 9.16. Now, do I go back and chat about that bit again? I think not after 5 minutes. This is probably going to be a discussion you want to have, isn't it? Now, I suppose this integral is what they were trying to get you to do. The first thing I did was split that up and say that is 2 times by 2 to the x squared plus 2x. I was then looking at how can this be made to look like what we did earlier. And I could see, well, it's 2 lots of 2 to the x squared take away 2x. Take away x. But that gives me a minus 2x's, which I don't want, so I need to put plus 4x there. I'm not doing it again after 6 minutes.